Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we're going to be looking at the markets, what's happening in the markets, and we'll be looking at the top news stories. I'm going to pick out 4 or 5 kind of news stories because I was going to do the news stories yesterday and do a separate video, but it would have meant doing 3 videos per day, and I was compiling it all and it was going to take ages to kind of do the video and edit it, etc. So I thought I can't do 3 videos a day. I'm going to compile this all into one. So the first video is going to be me chatting to you and some of the news stories and looking at the markets. And the second video is going to be the call of the day. So I'm going to make 2 videos per day. Because yesterday when I was doing it, I was going to say this is going to take absolute ages. So I'm going to pick the top 4 or 5 news stories of the day. So that's what I'm going to do today. From now on. So you're allowed to change your mind every now and again. Okay, so we'll just see if we're live or not. We've got a few people in, which is good to see. I've got a couple of people in. I'll just jump over to the chat area just now and welcome a few people in. We've got Andreas in. Good morning to you. I'll just keep these on. Tim Gash is in the house. Good morning to you. Cole Phillips is in. Good to see you, buddy. Kim O'Brien, one of our Brown admins, is in. Happy New Year to you as well. Good to see you, Kim. Jean is in. Trans Vibes, Crypto Talking Coffee doesn't get any better. Yes, a wee cup of coffee. And I'm using my cafetiere for the coffee lately. I'm not using the instant coffee anymore. I got put onto it a couple of months ago. Started using my cafetiere that I had for ages. But it's just getting the right type of coffee. So I've got Colombian coffee, which is quite nice. Jan Zek or Jek is in. Good morning to you, one of our latest members in the premium group. Good to see you here. Niles Bull is in. Imran Chowdhury, Adam Forrest, Be Inspired is in from Austria as well. Setting up for a bull breakout for BTC. Could be a bull breakout. We're going to have a look at that as well. So we'll have a look at the markets overall, just in general. We'll look at CoinMarketCap. So we're up to $131 billion for the market capitalization. Bitcoin down slightly to 3,853. Ethereum still in second place. XRP I think is going to overtake it very, very soon. But Ethereum is doing really well. If you think how much it has risen over the past month or so. We'll just see who's the kind of winners. Repo is at 47%, up 47%, in at number 88. ARK is up 18%, Holochain is up 15%, Chainlink, Dentcoin, Ravane up in double digits as well in green. Well, Ravane's not, it's 5.84%. Who's the top loser? Aurora Coin. KuCoin shares, so the exchange coins are not doing so well. Factom is down, Inside Chain, Digitex Futures has gone down again. They released another article on Medium yesterday, which means they're going to do kind of variants like an ICO over 10 months, I believe. We'll have a quick look at that as well. PundiX is down another 5.23%, and a few others as well. Just have a look at the overall markets. And this is for all 2,083 coins with volume above 100k. We'll just see who's doing the best over the last 24 hours. Bridge Protocol up 83%. And the volume is 117,000. RealTract Sentinel Protocol. I kind of looked at that ages and ages ago. I remember when it came out in ICO, and I really liked to look at that. So I'm going to look into that again. And that's up 46%. Beacon, Educare, Lambda, Dent is doing really well. Dent is doing really well. We'll have a look at that as well. Where are we? Oh, I've not got TradingView up. So we'll just get on to TradingView just now and have a look at the Bitcoin charts and a few of the other charts that are doing well. Just make sure I've jumped over. Yes, I have. Okay, so we've got an ascending triangle within an ascending triangle on the Bitcoin chart. So I'm just going to take the bigger one off and we'll go on the 4 hourly one here. So you can see we've got an ascending triangle there, and we just can't break out that 3,900 at the moment. Once we do, I think we're going to go a lot higher, as I said, but we're sitting at 3,810 at the moment. So we could be due, it's looking like could be a possible breakout here. We've crossed over 70 EMA, has crossed over the 50 EMA there as well. And just make sure that's on the 50. So that's crossed over a while ago actually. Not a while ago, but 2nd of January, a couple of days ago. Crossed over at 3,771. We're still on that crossover. So we're looking like if we can get past that 3,900, then we could go higher from here, but we need to get past that. It's rejected it a few times. You can see here, rejected here on the 29th, rejected on the 29th again, has been rejected here on the 2nd, and again on the 3rd of January it's been rejected. So usually kind of what happens, if it gets rejected, it starts going down from there. So it's been rejected about 4 or 5, you can see here all along here, it's been rejected at 3,900, 4, 5, 6 times. So it starts going down from here, but if it keeps on testing that, usually it does break through eventually. And when I say eventually, I don't mean 3, 4, 5 months. I'm talking about over the period of a couple of days. This is on the 4-hour chart. So I think we're going to retest the 3,900 and break through that. Just when we break through that, I don't quite know. Nobody knows really, to be honest. And incidentally, if you haven't done it already, go down to the like button and hit that like button just now and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've not done that as well, so you get notified when I go live and post new videos as well, like Call of the Day. So that's it with Bitcoin at the moment. Okay, we'll just have a look at what's doing well. Dent is doing extremely well, look at that. We've mentioned Dent a few times. I've mentioned it a few times there, it was going to kind of pop. It has popped. And it's done really well. We spoke about that. I kind of called it in the premium group at 27. So from 27, if you'd kind of got in on the call and kind of stayed in, you would have been up 54% for that. I was just coming down to 38 just now. But that's still good. It's kind of gone as high as 42. Now we've done this before. If we look on the daily chart, and then it came right back down again. But that's because the Bitcoin price came down again. So we can see it moved up to about 49 actually. So there's still some ways to go. So this is on the daily chart. It crossed over at 36. Kind of went up 38% to go up to 49. Again, the daily chart's crossed over at 30. It's gone up 40%. Or not quite 40% just now. 27% at the moment, but it's gone as high as 40% once the crossover happened. So it's looking good for Dent at the moment. ARK is up as well, that's just gone up. And I believe that I've just seen that going up just now. Yeah, it's just started to go up again. So we called that in the premium group as well, I believe. BABB has been called in the premium group, that's just shooting up as well. IOST was called in the premium group. I think it was 137. In the premium group it was called at. So these are starting to pop just now. Okay, the call of the day yesterday was Vibrate. I think that's down actually from where I called it. And that's Vibe. There's VIB BTC. So Vibrate 637. I think I called it 637 actually. But I did get up to 645 this morning, back down again. But I do expect that to break out. We're in an ascending triangle as well. I love kind of my ascending triangles, as you can see. So we're in that kind of ascending triangle just now for Vibrate. We need to break out of that 660 zone. Once we do, I think it's going to pop a lot higher, and then we're going to get another big breakout for Vibrate. But we'll need to wait and see. In the premium group on the calls, I've got about another day left, I think, before that expires. But we've decided in the community fund, we've got a community fund. If you're in a premium group, we've got a community fund that will share out kind of every 12 months. We didn't do it this time. I'll share out every 6 months it was going to be. We didn't do it this time because it was Pundy X, and Pundy X has gone down so much. It's gone down about 90% from where we bought in. I've decided to keep a hold of the Pundy X tokens, just keep a hold of it, see what happens with it, but put in 0.1 Bitcoin, which is about $380 worth kind of my own money, because it's 10% of the kind of sales I've got each month. So I've done that, and we'll start trading, and Vibrate is the first token. So I'll hold that. I expect that to go up to about 850 or so, to get 30% return on investment from that, and we'll use that as a community fund. So we'll have a trading community fund, and we'll have the Pundy X community fund as well. Okay, we'll just jump quickly back to chat, see who else is in. Wolf Lenkovic is in, good to see you here. High Plains Drifter, Tariq, Tariq, Al Kafari is in. Al Khurafi, I do apologise, from Kuwait. IT Financial, George Charles is in. Honest Crypto Journey is in, good to see you, buddy. Christopher A is in. David Schwartz, good to see you as well. Excellent call on your decision with the community fund, Steve. Thanks very much, mate. Great call on Dent, High Plains Drifter. Yeah, I think it was always going to be a good one. I think the next big one from the bottom is going to be Hot. Holochain, I think that's going to be one of the ones that's going to move quite soon as well. Crypto Dread is in the house. Good to see you here. Happy New Year to you. Oscar Ray, Alex Jug is in as well. Okay, so we'll just have a look at some of the tokens we've been looking at. Digitex, unfortunately, going down again. I think that's because of the decision we've got. So they've got an article here on the news channel announcing the Digitex Treasury. So they're just talking about how it's going to work, the Digitex Treasury. Scenario 1, they've got a few scenarios here. Digitex price rises to $1 in the next 2 years. Total raise is 55 million. So they're going to have various token sales for this to raise more money to keep the exchange going. So first token sale might start, say, from the 3rd of January, which was yesterday. And starting at 10 cents raises 1 million. So they've got a couple of scenarios there. Scenario 2 is just 50 cents for the next 2 years. Or Digitex price rises to 25 cents in the next 2 years, total raise 14 million. So my thinking on that is, and I might be totally wrong to think this, I'm staying on the sidelines is what my thinking is on that. I'm starting to not feel as confident as I did before, if I'm being really, really honest. I have to be honest here, and I know the team are working hard just now. I know there's a lot of people into kind of Digitex futures just now, and I kind of certainly kind of advised to go into it. We made some money off it at the time as well. I'm just starting to get that iffy feeling. If I'm being really, really honest, I'm starting to get that iffy feeling. I'm not saying get out of it or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just starting to get that iffy feeling. And when I get that iffy feeling, I've been right in the past, and I'm jumping out. I've jumped out already, and I did jump out when I got the iffy feeling when a couple of months ago when I was doing interviews and things like that, when Adam was doing interviews. But that's the kind of feeling I'm getting just now, and I have to be honest. I know I've kind of advised this is going to be great, it could be a fantastic investment. I've kind of advised that a lot of times, and a lot of people have made a lot of money from that kind of call as well. Because you can see we did go up to about 2,500, and we're only at 1,271. It's not that much down from where it was. So that's my thoughts on it at the moment. I have to be honest, as I said. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm getting that iffy feeling. Okay, I'm going to look at BABB just now. Where is BABB at the moment? Again, it's still trading within that channel, but it's starting to break out the channel, which is good. Just starting to break out the channel. We're going to get more news, obviously, in January for BABB as well. I'm just going to check something just now. Just bear with me a wee second. Yeah, that's okay. I was just checking something there. Just jump back on. As BABB, Metamorph, still at 117. We kind of see there that we're kind of hitting a support level around about the 115 level, so it could bounce up from here. Still big on Metamorph. It's just not getting a lot of attention at the moment, but I think it could still be big. But that's not kind of financial advice. Do your own research and all that. If you just look at the kind of market capitalization of that, I think it could be really, really good. Howdo as well. Just that's another one we're into. That's kind of its lowest There has been since it went on. To the exchanges. So 310 at the moment. They're working in the background doing big things, so I expect big things from that as well. Okay, look at the news. BitTorrent launches native Tron-based token. So, contrary to popular belief, I think when BitTorrent kind of was going to launch its, or there was talk about launching a token, they thought it was going to be with TRX, but it's not going to be with TRX. So, peer-to-peer torrent client BitTorrent has launched a native token, BitTorrent BTT, based on the Tron protocol, which is still brilliant for Tron. According to a press release shared with the Cointelegraph on January 3rd. The token can be exchanged between users to optimize their network speed and attain faster downloads. That's according to the press release. BitTorrent's first full-fledged move to begin to tokenize its content sharing ecosystem, which reportedly serves over 100 million users. 100 million users. So it comes around 6 months after the company was acquired by decentralized internet startup Tron for an undisclosed amount. So BTT tokens, which are to be issued by the BitTorrent Foundation, feature native TRC10 compatibility. So it's going to be over the Tron network, which is really good. So Tron are doing really good things. I think Tron, a lot of people thought Tron was a joke. Justin Sun was a joke. I never said he was, and I was always big on Tron, and I'm still big on Tron just now. Despite what you think about them, I think they're going to go up. I think they've got their fingers in too many pies not to succeed, and I think they are going to succeed big time. And I think they could go way, way up from the price of that just now. We'll just have a look at TRX price at the moment. So we're up to 528 at the moment. So 528 just now, and it's kind of getting near its kind of highs or recent highs. So we're up to, the last time we were kind of this high with Tron was about the 5th of July or July time. But still a way to go to get to its kind of all-time high, which was, its all-time high was about 2000. But I think it's easily going to surpass that in 2019. Easily going to surpass that. And I do expect that to go up big time, Tron. So that's the first big piece of news. Obviously ZK Snarks as well, when that comes out, and kind of making Tron a bit, the option for privacy as well. I think that's going to be fantastic for it. Just everything else they've got going in the background. They've got a couple of weeks time they're doing, they've got a seminar coming up as well. So I think it's going to be really good for Tron over the next few months, certainly. And we'll leave that till last. And that's 7 predictions by Weiss. Cardano is the most actively developed coin in 2018. So according to data available on codecap.com, the 11th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, Cardano, that was founded by Charles Hoskinson, is the most developed cryptocurrency in the year 2018. So many with the crypto community might think that the performance of coins could be tied to the developments. Hence a lot of peaks against Litecoin founder Charlie Lee and Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin. So this is about the amount of kind of GitHub. If you've ever kind of looked on GitHub, you'll see kind of what that's all about and how active it is. You can see how active a project is on GitHub. And we'll just jump over to CoinCodeCap so you can see what is there if it loads up. Let's jump back to the chat just now. Matthew Parks is in. Happy New Year to you. Gene never touched it from the get-go, just didn't like it. Taker is talking about Digitex. Den pumped this morning because he just got listed on the biggest exchange in Korea. Upbit, excellent. No financial advice, just my opinions, Steve, but I would seriously look at NKN. Did you say that before, Imran? I'll check it out. Loyal Tangi is in. Tron is doing what it said it would. Every milestone they set have met with no network problems. Yep, NKN are aiming to be the Web 3.0 for the blockchain. Think Oracle blockchain, but better their partnerships with Nokia and other giants. Excellent, thanks for that again, Imran. I'll check that out. And we'll just see. There we go. So this is the commits they have on GitHub. So Ogre has got 21,000 commits, and Cardano 17,000. So this is at the moment. Total watchers, total contributors, 594 for Cardano. Ethereum's got 2,971, 594 Ogre. I've got 290. And it's got the created dates there as well. So you can go to that anytime. I'll put the link in the comments for you underneath this video. Okay, Tesla and other NASDAQ stocks to be tokenized on Ethereum are set to boost crypto exposure in 2019. So a new cryptocurrency exchange dubbed DX.exchange is launching in Estonia next week, which, according to Bloomberg, aims to revolutionize traditional stock marketplaces. So this is easy access to NASDAQ company shares with DX.exchange. So it's going to offer cryptocurrency purchase and conversion capabilities, and it will also enable users to acquire shares of 10 renowned NASDAQ listed companies in the form of tokenized securities. So DX.exchange will enable non-American investors to conveniently buy the shares of Apple, Facebook, Tesla, as well as other assets held by MPS Marketplaces Securities Limited. So this is going to be the big thing of 2019 as well. I believe the tokenization of everything. The tokenization of kind of houses, the tokenization of cars, or classic cars if you want. The tokenization of kind of companies. I just think this is going to be the big thing in 2019, and this is what a lot of people are going to be talking about. And this is kind of just the start of it. It's just scratching the surface of it. So this is the tokenization of company shares. And I think we're going to see a lot more of this type of thing, not just with shares, but with everything. Real estate especially, to be honest, I think is going to happen. The tokenization of real estate as well. I think that's going to be a big thing in 2019. So I thought that was good news for the cryptosphere as a whole. I think this is really good news for the cryptosphere as a whole. And this is from blocked.com. Cryptocurrencies are flashing a buy signal, reports Bloomberg. Now, the reason I've kind of looked at this is because Bloomberg is really usually down on kind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but is kind of according to Bloomberg, there's buy signals coming up for cryptocurrencies as a whole. So cryptocurrency enthusiasts may have a reason to rejoice as the technicals are flashing a buy signal, according to a technical analyst at Bloomberg. So positive signs from market technicals could mark the beginning of a new crypto bull run. We've heard this all before, I know, but it's coming from Bloomberg, which is usually quite negative about cryptocurrency as a whole. So eToro senior market analyst at Tel Aviv, Matty Greenspan, said to Bloomberg, usually the best thing to do is to buy low and sell high. Duh. So if we're going by technical analysis, we can very easily see on the chart that we are much closer to the bottom than we are at the top. So they're kind of saying that as a buy signal. It could still go lower, Bitcoin. Bitcoin might still go lower, but how much lower, obviously we don't know. But at these prices still, at 3,799, is it a good buy just now? I think for me it definitely is. Even if it goes down to $1,000, just holding it from here on in, because most people agree that cryptocurrency is here to stay. Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is still going to be the king, and Bitcoin is going to go up past its all-time high of $20,000. So even if you buy at these prices and it does go down to $1,000, it's still going to go up, back up again. So this is where dollar cost averaging comes in as well. Okay, this is the one I wanted to leave till last. This is 7 forecast for 2019 by Weiss Ratings. I'll just dive straight into the forecast. Bitcoin will be increasingly used as a store of value. So it just says here, for the team of analysts, Bitcoin's properties make it easy, safe and efficient to store and transmit value between people. Currently, the team believes that there is no competition in this regard to beat Bitcoin, so it is on its way to becoming a veritable digital gold. So this is a forecast for 2019 from Weiss Ratings. Forecast number 2, the price of Bitcoin will rise again and head for the new all-time highs. So without giving specific figures, the team of analysts maintained the same argument that Stacey Herbert gave to Max Kaiser when they spoke of a possible swift substitution. In all of the previous cases after a bearish streak, Bitcoin has experienced a strong recovery thanks to the fact in those periods the development of quality platforms and solutions has severely increased. Forecast number 3, select altcoins will rise from relative obscurity to as much as 20 times the previous all-time highs. They don't say which altcoins. So what they're saying is, following Bitcoin's footsteps, some altcoins will gain traction and increase their adoption. The team believes there will not be a considerable number like in 2017, but only a few with superior technology. A few with superior technology is a key word there. Will experience this bullish run. Me personally, I think Cardano, XRP, Tron could be a few. With Tron, I don't know about the superior technology, but Cardano, XRP could be 2 of them that go. So they're saying it could go by as much as 20 times their all-time highs. 20 times their all-time highs. And I'm not saying they're saying it's Cardano. I'm just saying this is what I believe. Or I believe the ones to have superior technology. And the all-time high of Cardano is about 8,000. We'll say about 8,000. I know it's peaked higher than that. Say about 8,000. So they're saying it could, if they are talking about Cardano, could go to 160,000 from here. 160,000 Satoshi, which is 160 times where it is just now. XRP, similar. And the all-time high for XRP, 21,000, and so that'll be about 400,000 Satoshi for Tron, for XRP, if it was to go 20 times its all-time high as well. But that's just kind of my opinion. So it's not what Weiss ratings are actually saying. So forecast number 4, a select group of cryptos will compete to build a new kind of internet. So the Weiss cryptocurrency rating team said that projects such as EOS, Cardano, and Holochain could contribute to the development of a new paradigm on the internet, and that all of the initiatives with similar objectives, most will eventually fail. Forecast number 5, another select group of cryptocurrencies will disrupt the world of banking. Unlike Kaiser and Herbert, Weiss cryptocurrency ratings believe that Ripple and Stellar will play a leading role in optimizing and reforming the traditional banking system. The team is also confident Ripple's XRP could eventually become the world's #1 cryptocurrency. I think it could well do that in 2019, but briefly, I don't think it's going to be the #1 cryptocurrency. I think Bitcoin still will be there, but I think XRP are going to be extremely close behind it. Bitcoin Me Too coins will fade away. I totally believe this as well. This is perhaps the only negative prediction within the list. The team was particularly critical of some Bitcoin forks, such as Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV as well, which they described as practically useless. So I believe that as well. I think they're totally going to fade away. ABC, SV are going to kind of fade away. Bitcoin Cash, digital Bitcoin Gold as well. They could all kind of fade away in the background. Forecast number 7, new coins will rocket to the top 10. The team considers that there will be an important change of positions in the global market cap with new actors such as Holochain, Hedera Hashgraph and other cryptocurrencies that are currently not so popular. This is consistent with the previous behaviour of the whole ecosystem, with projects that fail or decrease in popularity and others that emerge once the community becomes more familiar with their technology. And as I was saying before, we've been kind of big on Holochain before, and I think Holochain could be one of the rising stars of 2019 as well. So I think that's about 12.13 just now. Just have a look at Holochain. 12 at the moment. We'll just have a look at the order books on Binance. Pundi X goes to the bottom of the list for the cheapest Satoshi value token on Binance. So 11 and 12 for PundiX. Holo chain or Holo. So 2 million to buy at 11 Satoshi. Sorry, 2 billion to buy at 11 Satoshi and 1 billion to sell at 12 Satoshi. So we could still get in there at 12 Satoshi. And I think Holo chain, if we look on CoinMarketCap, $73 million. 73 million. And that's for the full. That's for the full market capitalization for Holo just now. And I think it could. Just looking at the highest price. Let's look at the market capitalization I was looking for. 235 it has been. So about 3.5 times from where it is just now, but I think it could go much, much higher in the future. I think Holo could be one of those, if you just kind of bought a lot just now and just held it for a couple of years, you'd be a very rich person in a few years' time. Okay, we'll just jump back to chat. Imran, I was giving you the heads up on Bridge for weeks, Steve, never got round to it. Right, I've missed what that means, Imran, you'll need to explain what that means. Mohammed Abdullah is in, good morning to you. Excellent call on your decision. Oh, we've read that out already, so I'm just looking at Crypto Trade. Matthew Parks, Happy New Year all. Hope 2019 is a good year for implementing all that was learned in 2018. Definitely. I think the big lesson of 2018 is take profits. big lesson of 2018. Take profits. Imran, NKN, okay, IoT Financial, what are your current thoughts on XTRD? So just have a look at XTRD as well. That's one of the smaller caps we've kind of been looking at as well. So where is it just now? 18 at the moment, so it's probably near its all-time low. Well, it's not all-time low, its all-time low was about 8, so it's not far off it, to be honest. I think this is a long-termer. I'm still holding XTRD. I've not kept up to date over the last month with what they're doing, but I just think they're working away in the background. I don't know if they're going to get overtaken with competition that comes into the kind of same space, but I'm still in XTRD at the moment, still holding it and still holding out. Hope that's going to survive. I think that's kind of my worries with a lot of them projects, is we just want them to survive, keep working away in the background, not making any noise, just keep working away and then bring out the tech and showing everybody how good the projects are. But yeah, still like XTRD just now, but I've not kept up, I must admit, with in the last month or so. Interesting how low EOS was in that table compared to others. Would have thought it would have been higher. That was for the commits, yeah, on GitHub. Whereas EOS number 13. Commits 8,959. It's still high up in the table if you look at kind of compared to others as well. And just go back. These are 0 commits. So it's good to look on this actually. It's good to look on that and just see kind of how active the developers are. Wonder how. Just looking for holochain. Oh, missed it. I've got it there. Check into that. Imran, thought on an Apple slump and the stock market's dead cat bounce in general. Seems like BTC is a benefactor of all the uncertainties and equities. Yeah, And what's happening in the markets just now is, we've been saying for ages, it's going to crash. Is this just the start of this? Could it be something bigger or smaller? We just obviously we'll look at the Dow Jones. That's fell 660 points. 660. You can see it kind of fell. It was about 3,500. It fell over the space of a month. Kind of bounced back up. That was obviously a save from whoever kind of saved it or was trying to save it, but kind of fell 600 points again. 1 second. I don't know why that was flashing up there. The S&P 500 as well fell 62 points as well, 2.5%. And the Nikkei 225. The stock markets around the world are falling just now, as we can see, although the Hang Seng index has gone up slightly. That's a kind of bounce there. That could be a dead cat bounce, as you were talking about. Where's the FTSE? FTSE is up 51 just now. But look at where it is. Look at where it has been. 6,536. So 1,400 points lower than it was. So we're talking 22nd of May was its high, and it's fell 17%, which is huge for the stock markets. A stock market index. That's actually quite huge. But the writing was on the wall. And we could apply the same to the stock markets as we do to cryptocurrencies as well. If we kind of looked at this and seen the 7 EMA crossing down over the 50 EMA, been up 14%, but if you're kind of going in on the stock markets, what I would normally do is use a spread bet with it and go down 10, so just looking 7641 to 653, 1,200 points. That'd have been 120,000, which would have been good if you got into that. Okay, Marcus Shafari is in. Bernard Ronald is in the house as well. Welcome to you. Views on LTC futures, please. LTC. USD, where are they just now? We'll just go on Coinbase price. $32 just now. It has been as low as $22. I still think Litecoin are going to do good. Obviously, they've had the UFC kind of sponsorship, well, they're sponsoring UFC as well. I don't know if you've seen a video for that and how it was announced that Litecoin was promoting it, but it's just going to be good for cryptocurrencies in general. But Litecoin, I think, has got a future. Litecoin, I think, is going to be good for the future, and I think it's still going to be one of the big ones for the future as well, particularly with regards to kind of micropayments and payments. I think it's going to be one of the big, or the biggest one as well for the likes of kind of payments and loads of other things they've got going on as well. I think they're going to do real well, Litecoin, and this is a slump like every single one of the other ones. Same with Neo as well. I still think that's really good for the future as well. So yeah, I still think Litecoin is going to be really good for the future and still a brilliant buy at this price, I think. Opinions on BABB, Ken and Banker. We spoke about BABB, obviously. We know my kind of feelings on BABB. Ken, I still think is going to do brilliant in 2019. Banker, don't really know. I've not really looked into. Jason Ray is saying hello. Yes, BABB. Yeah, I still think BABB are going to do real well. Once they get the license, once they get the first license, and once they get the app up and running and start onboarding people, that's when the big tail is going to come. That's when things are going to happen or not. So we have to wait and see. I'm still very, very bullish on BABB. But we'll have to wait and see if they can start onboarding people, get people to actually use it, on the BAX token as well, and get people more investors as well. They've still got an investment ongoing round. Remember that as well. You've got to kind of remember that. I spoke about that in a previous video, linked to that as well. So they're still getting investors on board. I believe that's finishing up very, very soon. So I'm still extremely bullish on BABB. Once they get the first license, it could be really, really good for them. And once they start rolling in the other licenses as well, I think it's going to be big. So we're looking obviously at the BABB, we're looking at the BABB app, we're looking at the actual license as well coming out. That's the two main things we've got just now from BABB, but I still think they're going to be, I think they're going to be the first bank, official bank on the blockchain, and that's going to be big news. So I don't think people realise how big of a news story that is going to be around the world as well. If they get it right, they need to get the marketing right as well, and they've got a good team behind them. So it's still very bullish on BABB. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to leave it there for the moment, but thank you for joining me. If you want to join us in the premium group and obviously get calls before I do the call of the day and get a lot more calls as well. I think officially for the premium group, we're coming up for the end of the run for December. We've still got a few kind of calls for December. I'm just going to see. So officially we're at an average gain of 12.83%. And we'll just take a look from high to low. Just see if that's going to do it for us. Z to A. So these are the kind of highest calls that were made. And this is, so whenever I make a call in a premium group, it lasts for 7 days. After the 7 days, it can't go. Even if it doubles in price, I still can't call it, because I can't take that price. So RDN was the biggest one with 79% gain, Sky 35%, EOS 33%, Dent 29%, DLT 23%, and Dent was one of them because that's gone obviously higher. So that was at kind of 42. That would have gone to 55%, but I could only take the 35 price. I think even lower than that actually. DLT up 23%, SNGLS 23%. So there's a lot you can see above 10%. So 28 or about 25 of them were above 10%, and there's only a few below 5. So really, when I make a call, I want it to be over 5%. To get at least 5%, I think that's a good call. If it's below 5%, I don't consider it as a great call or a good call, but it's still gone up. So there's only 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 out of 55 or 52. 12 out of 52 are below 5%. So if you want to join us over there, you can. We've got a new one started for January. Obviously, I'm not going to show you that, but we've still got calls in place at the moment as well, and I'll just change that back. So still got a few calls in place. Loom, ARN, Salt, Lisk, you can see they've already gone up 19%, 15% the last couple of days since I've called them as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you want to join us in premium, there's a link down below, and if you want to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate you, and I will see you. Oh, it won't be tomorrow. Christ, it's Friday today. Keep forgetting the days. I'll see you on Monday, but I will do a call of the day later on today as well, and that might surprise you as well. Okay, take care, and until next time, namaste. Bye now.